Schermerhorn, at your service. Technically, the rank is Auxiliary Dabbler, third rate. It's a role of no small import. If the primary dabbler is shot or captured, I'd be sent in to, well, generalize. Involves fetching, keeping comestibles at the appropriate temperature, and shut up, don't touch anything, and stay the void out of my way. Skills that serve me well here. Why, sure. I just need to jot down a few details about you. Oh, I can interview you for it, just like on the Aether Wave. Today, I'm joined by a returning guest, Castaway. What'd you say your name was? Who, like myself, is well known for their rugged exploits in alien terrain due to their experience and/or training. Tell me a bit about your background, stranger. Yes, thank you for coming. Something name I can't remember. Who is? Someone who may or may not be a murderous criminal. Who am I to say? Wonderful to have another like-minded individual make a guest appearance. Now, where was I? Oh, right. Technically, no. I mean, I fashioned remains into this thought-provoking headdress, but it's made out of an actual sprat of abnormal size. I came across 2 of them. Well, they're cadavers, locked in a kind of death embrace. I thought, I share these creatures' fierce determination. How can I capture that? And voila, I fashioned one for my neighbor too. But haven't heard from him in some time. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance. That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me. You might call in reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession. I might be convinced to part with them for a small favor. Some key legwork for a mighty hunter. Me, I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. Now, no need to get all fired up. We can continue on in a collegial manner. Or I could demonstrate the time I once dispatched a Crabble matriarch bare-handed.
Scoping out a hostile.
Violence! I know how to react to this.
noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals, coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
This lift shouldn't be operational. Lower forces, what's your status? We're going to keep on manning the battlements, thanks. But you just earned yourself a fresh crew of reinforcements. Well done.
Proceeding to attack.
sight and/or sound detected.
Ready to assist. Agents help me.
Commencing investigation.
Friendly fire. Emergency protocols ready.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Still summing up.
Your Valorant requires service.
A seal for their assigned work? Or for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to exceptionism.
Repel invasive elements.
Mobilizing. Proceeding to attack.
You will perfection.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Failure. For assistance.
Do
Break on a string. Best day today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the
That's available at your request.
prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work?
investigating hostile intentions. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Providing aid.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scanned. Replicator is charged. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They
Thank you,
sneer.
Tim.
Contentment.
Resuming hostilities.
Hostilities are afoot. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ready to assist agent's health needs.
Combatant scan.
Remember, all
Target
subjects
analyzed.
prosper
Lay
under
down
the
fire.
guidance of our beneficent ruler, the console.
Mobilizing.
Wisdom abides.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Prudence dictates rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling.
I'll handle this. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Standing by to stupefy. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Our enemies envy our prosperity. Disdain our sense of community.
Always dreamt of coming here. Yeah.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Nodding. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. No need to report me for mental refreshment. Simply a biological maladjustment. Should pass with time. One hopes. Wait, you're one of those from outside, aren't you? Good show, pretending to be an arbiter. Certainly got my attention. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain. despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. I am obliged to face you then. I am no arbiter, but as a dutiful subject of the Protectorate, I will not go without a fight.
Enemy
Paradigm, protect me!
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. There are no additional persons present. I am a composed simulacrum of a human being. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
It would appear the Archive is experiencing an error.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. Though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am afraid that no is a mathematical certitude, despite the Protectorate and Anti's Choice best efforts to prove otherwise. Though must say I admire your drive. Some issues require the conspicuous application of force, such as a fractional reduction in output or descent. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses two key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. It's an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant, the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. Inverting targeting protocols. There. Any protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however. When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it. Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
The archive could provide leverage with the Order or Auntie's choice. Damaging it would not be wise.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
This unit's capacity for engaging discourse has reached its constraints. Consider relying on your portable wireless to fill periods of awkward silence.
Please, don't distract me from my...
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept in 3 days, and I've any number of high-risk patients in need of tending. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather? Well, the answer is doubtful given the scarcity we're experiencing, but I suppose it won't hurt to try and barter.
Is the pain of this wound making me hallucinate? Or are you the unforeseen interloper my scouts have been speaking of? Nobody is sure where you came from, though everyone agrees you were not down here when the doors sealed, and watching you move through these caves is quite the sight to behold. You what? On your own? We've been fighting for weeks to try and gain access to the controls, and you simply waltz in on a whim? Why aren't you just an absolute marvel? What is your goal now? We could greatly use your help if you are willing. That, I fear, is a seriously dangerous proposition. My soldiers were fighting our way into the complex when those bastards activated the fire suppression system. It froze every person fighting inside the complex, Order and the Protectorate both, to solid ice. They sacrificed every soldier they had to keep from losing that building. Wouldn't that have... No. It never even... I was so focused on saving those remaining that it never occurred to me to push forward. I suppose it speaks to how rarely I'd crunched these sorts of equations under stress, as my compatriots died beside me. And now my inexperience has trapped us here. We need a way out of this tomb. When the Protectorate took the archive, they locked all the lifts out of this cavern, and the terminal to unlock them is exceptionally well defended. The Automex guarding the facility effectively repelled all our attempts at assault. But you have shown a prowess and expertise that is, frankly, far beyond our own. If you can reach the terminal and reactivate the lifts, I can re-establish contact with my superiors, allowing us to both evacuate wounded and resupply with fresh troops. Thank you, friend. May all your equations unveil their integers without error.
That's one way to become the same.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Promoting teammate.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Fortifying teammate weapon.
Combatant scan. On their weaknesses.
Seeking safer coordinates.
The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciating. Not the worst word, though.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work. Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? Your what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. No, please, I insist. It wouldn't do to have you wandering around your kingdom, lost and without vassals. Why, what would your subjects think?
Proceeding to attack.
Potential combat in the vicinity.
Adversary, there is no multiplication in progress.
Please, I need to know how you access these machines. What did you press? I thought we tried everything. It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. There is too... What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks. What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the Archive's computronic systems? And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is infallible. I am certain we were meant to flail about without this obvious asset. For a reason. What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Wonderful. This might be the breakthrough we've been waiting for. We've been working for weeks to try and return these poor souls back into this world. Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just, please, be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system, or I'll end up like those poor sods.
Not friendly life form detected.
Amplification in progress. Mitigating the threat. Mobilizing. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Resorting to violence. Adversary vulnerability identified. Consider self-preservation a priority.
down fire. Investigating hostile intelligence.
Sovereign, forgive me.
Stupendous stuff right there, you stupid thing. Of course.
Life support.
That was definitely something.
Not friendly life form detected.
I'll handle this.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Proceeding to attack.
Repugnants and spongers. Go through them if necessary.
Maintaining your best.
Reviving me is in everyone's best interests.
This unit patiently awaits repair.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Replicating
the threat.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Standing by with life support.
Go through them if necessary.
Mitigating the threat. Purification in progress.
Mobility interrupted.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Emergency protocols ready. Dispensing life-preserving medicine.